that, I was like, all right, cool, let me fight Swarms. And then after that, I was like, I need to do more. I need to push myself to the limit. And I decided to fight pro boxer before Jake Paul.
Just before you got Swarms, did you ever consider Andrew Tate as an opponent?
No. And I don't know if the zone will allow Andrew Tate to be on on a card. But I mean, if they're down, then yeah, maybe that could be another option for my next few fights.
What do you think of him as a person, and obviously the way he's kind of built himself around social media based on his views and opinions?
I think he has a lot of good points when it comes to hard work and success, and being strong and working out. But I think his views on women are totally screwed, miscued, and just terrible. I don't want for my girlfriend to be a servant or a slave. I want someone who's going to challenge me. I want someone that's going to tell me what right is right and what wrong is wrong, and someone that I can enjoy life with and not have to control.
The time scale on the potential Jake Paul fight at Wembley next year?
The time scale, so obviously we want it in 2023. I think the negotiations will make it longer, but we've got a few plans up our sleeve to make sure it comes sooner rather than later. But it's not going to be an easy conversation. Obviously, he's going to think he's this A side. He's going to be like, I want to fight this weight. He's going to be like, oh, I want to fight in this venue, and there's all these other things. So basically, I'm using this whole Mystics thing to show what my pay-per-view power is, and then after that, once I've beaten him with that, then the talk will be a lot easier in my favor.
JJ, your manager said yesterday that there's an offer on the table to do a winner-takes-all scenario, and he said if Jake goes back on his word, he will reveal the contract negotiation. Is that going to happen? Do you think that's possible? Is he going to risk it all for that?
I honestly do not think he's going to risk it all. I think he's just going to... He says a lot of this stuff for the talk, all talk. He's a lot of talk, but for me, he's just full of shit. I'm sorry. He's just full of shit. And even with him wanting to fight me for this event, it was all BS. It was just him being like, yo, let's just fight, let's go, let's do it. And then it was a stalling tactic to make sure that the event doesn't happen. But either way, the event is now happening. I'm fighting two people, and I'm showing him that I'm serious about this boxing thing. I remember this is my first fight in 3 years. This is meant to be my warm-up fight, and I'm pushing myself to the limit, constantly making myself work, making everything an event. So yeah, fought Jake, and sooner or later I will get to him, and it'll be great.
What has Logan told you about how he's going to go into you and Jake fighting, right? Like obviously you guys are business partners. Where are his allegiances going to lie?
I know it's an awkward, weird situation for Logan, but I fully understand that he has to be 100% for his brother. It's his blood. Yes, me and Logan are business partners, but at the end of the day, like if my brother was fighting Logan, I'm going to always go for my bro.
So. Maybe they should, because neither of them have won yet, right?
Well, I think Deji needs to focus on Fusi first, and then continue before he gets to Logan Paul.
JJ.
And actually, what level of difference do you think you see between yourself as a fighter and Jake Paul? Like, who's the better, and how big is the gap between you two?
I think the gap is pretty much obsolete. I don't think there is a gap. I think we're either level or I'm above him, but I need to show it. So, August 27th, I'll show the levels. I think his output is too slow. I think his footwork is a bit slow. I think he's a very slow-paced fighter, whereas I'm all output. I'm relentless. I'm that dog, and I use that with skill now.
Do you rate the right hand?
Sorry?
Do you rate the right hand?
Yeah, overhand. But he's not going to be able to just connect me with it. With every person he's knocked out, they've either rushed into him or they've stood still. And with me, I'm not a person that's going to rush in or just stand still. For me, I'm bouncing, constantly bouncing, or if I'm not bouncing, I'm just edging in and out, in and out, in and out. So, keeping that range, using my jab to range find him.
So what in your mind do you need to show from your 2 fights on Saturday to show to Jake Paul that you've got a bigger right hand and a bigger killer instinct than him?
Well, I mean, I think everyone knows that I have power, but for me, it's more just to show my boxing technique and my boxing skill, and that how much I've improved. And that, these few years, I haven't just been working on music. I haven't just been doing YouTube videos. I haven't just been working with the Sidemen. I've also been boxing behind the scenes with Shoot Fighters, Alexis and Maris. We've been going hard and making sure that when it comes to me getting in that ring, I show everyone that I'm a force to be reckoned with.
JJ, Andrew Tate's had your name in his mouth the past couple of weeks, talking about why would he not get in there and fight you. If this Jake Paul fight doesn't happen, or there's any, I don't know, hard negotiations to have, if he starts saying I want the money now, is Andrew Tate someone you'd consider getting in there with? Because he's got a lot of clout at the minute.
There's a lot of options. I think for me, it's all whether DAZN will allow someone like Andrew Tate to be on. Obviously, Andrew Tate has a few negative connotations to him, and right now he's been banned from Meta, banned from most social medias, TikTok as well. So it's whether DAZN wanted to be involved with that. So I think I'll have to think about that. But there's obviously lots of names in the card. I know the winner of Slim versus Temper, or Gibb versus Austin, or Tommy Fury, or Dylan Dennis, or there's plenty of names in the field, in the hat. But for me right now, I just need to focus on these 2 fights, get these guys knocked out, and then kind of just see what's going on with the other fights.
Two fights is a bit of a stunt.